Hi, my friends. Um, I wanted to make this video especially for all of you guys who follow my channel, and maybe you feel down, maybe you feel like the world's against you, maybe you've been through a lot of negative situations. I deal with negativity every day, every single day. There's not one day, and when there is that one day where there's no drama, no ish talking, right? I break down and cry because it feels so good to not have someone come up with something they didn't like about you. It's difficult. Life is difficult. Understanding where we are is difficult. Trying to blend in and fit in is difficult. And for those who deal with addiction and relapse, anger, hate, rejection, I'm with you. I have been through your journey. I'm understanding myself more and more each time I record a video, and understand why I am here for many people. The many people who interact with me, they allow me to open myself, my heart, the pureness that got locked away. And each time that pureness opens up more and more, these messages come out. So by all means, I'm a raggedy old doll that's learning how to embrace its beauty and to use its yin and yang to work together. I'm not saying I'm a perfect person or a saint, but I do have strive and I have integrity to be the best person I can be. Not just for myself, but for everyone who follows me. I'm an artist, I'm a performer, I'm a dance teacher, I'm a fitness instructor, a coach. Every day I have scrutiny. Every day I'm criticized. And sometimes you can tell by my eyes I'm sad. Sometimes you can tell I'm happy. Sometimes you can tell when my happy gets corrupted by me trying to get over my sadness. And a lot of times, like even today, someone told me, they said, you overthink it too much. Don't pay attention to all the negative so much. How could you when everything around us in this world is built on corruption? It's built on sadness and oppression, and we're the ones who are instilling the promise. We're the ones telling the good word. We're the ones trying to open those gateways, but it's gonna take some beatings to get there. And I completely understand. It's probably gonna take people who are not so put together in order to put everything together. So I really want to share that with you guys. Ooh, look at that pillar of light. Awesome. Anyways, so I want you guys to always know this. In your mind, you always have to picture the clouds are breaking open. The clouds are clearing. Then you have to realize you're always protected. Otherwise, you would be in big trouble right now, right? I always say this, like, if there wasn't a promise or a grace over my life, I'd probably be dead or in jail right now. And because there was a promise and there's a gift in me, and I have strived to be my best self, we have every day to start over with being our best selves. There is no progression or deadline when it comes to this journey, but to be your ultimate self, it's always a progression. It never stops. So you always declare your protection over yourself. Always imagine yourself surrounded by white light. Even like when you're driving, imagine, like I'm always driving, I always imagine the white lines are what protects me. I'm always surrounded by white light. This is why I also like having the sun rays in my video. It declares, my veil. I am a bride. This is my veil. I have to always acknowledge those things and the negative, the enemy, the serpent, whatever you want to call it, it will always try to trick your mind into thinking that you're not good enough for it, that you're not worth it, you're not deserving of it. And then during your week, people will try to make you feel like you're less than and you're not worth it. Sometimes you might feel life force pulling you and you feel drained or you feel exhausted. Keep pushing. You have to keep pushing hard, and you have to keep proving to yourself how strong you are. Like, I even tell people I dealt with a chronic illness for almost 11 years now. And to see the things that I've done that many human beings really can't push themselves to do, I've done it. And I had the grace with me. I declared the grace with me. And I look at my health results and my blood tests and everything, shows no sign that I have anything. So I'm very, very blessed that I did that with myself. It's the Christ that's in me. It's the protection that I declare over myself. It's the love that I feel from Source, from the divine. And even when I have struggles and troubles and whatnot, because they come up, they happen, I try to always remember, why am I in this situation? Who am I supposed to bring compassion to in this moment? And then it checks me out, and then I start to realize I'm here to save somebody. So a lot of times when you find yourself almost going into a dark situation, it's probably because the clouds are clearing. You're bringing light to that area. That's what you feel. It's no one attacking you. It's you attacking it. Same as anxiety. I had an epiphany yesterday. I was like, maybe my anxiety is not because like I feel panic. It's probably because of what my insides, what my soul, what my light, what my beacon is actually doing to the environment around me. Maybe I'm feeling too much, but it's okay. I'd rather be overfilled with light than to be tainted with the dark. And there's always a promise of your destiny. As long as you're awake and you know your path, you know the journey, you cannot perish to the things of the world. That's in Scripture. And there's this talk yesterday, dialogue about, Jesus and him, the man, the person, because I always like to say he was like one of us. He found the connection to his bloodline, right? This was my last video. There was a metaphor in the movie that I showed yesterday in my video, and it was like to not taint the bloodline. And you saw that this lady, well, you didn't see that one part, I think I paused it, but this lady had a, what is that called? Oh, I forget. The big cup, and you drink out of it, right? You pass the wine. That's what Jesus had before he died. Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting this, but he had, anyways, the movie was about a bloodline, right? And they weren't supposed to corrupt each other's bloodline. And what happened, 3 lines crossed paths, and then they end up destroying each other. And as long as you know that you have a specific calling in your life, that there is a blood inside of you that originated from the Essenes, the Palladians, we're not of this origin here. The origin here has been corrupted, which is why we're all placed here to be what example this earth, this planet, this plane should be. We're supposed to set the example before we go back home. If you always keep that in your perspective, you always keep that in mind, that you are here for a specific reason. Yeah, sure, BS and things come up, things happen, arguments happen, we judge people sometimes on accident, but it's okay. You know your true path at the end of the day. You can pull yourself out of every situation because the light is in you. So this would be like my true words for wisdom. This is why I wanted this channel. Originally I was supposed to just have messages to help people along their journey, but who knew that I'll be talking about star beams and starships and aliens and what in the world, where do we live, right? So if you start, the sun is photobombing me, but if you guys all understand all that's in perspective right now, you've done enough and you've done exactly what you can do. Everything now is good to go. And the dream that I had yesterday was simply amazing. The dream I had was so awesome. I ended up being late to work today because I had trouble collecting myself. I even woke up thinking I was still in my dream, and I didn't want to open my eyes and go, oh, I'm in my Chromeo apartment by the beach. But I got good news for everybody. Everything's gonna be fine from here. Our Star family, everybody, all the messages they've been giving us, everything that they've been showing us and revealing to us, we're gonna be fine. And they have ways to adjust our timelines. They have ways to un-Mandela affect us. They figured it out, and they're going to be doing that in our lives. And I know I'm telling the truth because my battery just said battery low. But they showed me a lot of stuff yesterday, and I really wish I could show you guys, but I rather use my artistic abilities and just put it on paper and let it speak for itself. Like, we are all gonna be fine. I don't see cataclysms. I don't see us getting hurt. I don't see us getting harmed. I see us all just having ways out. We're always gonna have ways out. It's gonna finally be a time where it doesn't even matter what we did as humans. It's just how we acted from our heart. And they're going to pick us all up, and we're gonna go to our home where we really should have been. They found a way to get here. They're still trying to finalize the count, the number, the people, the roster, and do all the location of where we all are. And it should be a very fascinating next 2 years. I can't wait. So anyways, I'll let you guys go, but you're always protected. Never doubt that. When you doubt that, your guides will test you to remember that you're always protected. You're always protected.